Little do the people comprehend the great, that is, the creating, but they have a mind for all showmen and actors of great things. So great men don't necessarily become known. The people who make the great men become known are called showmen, and then they become great in themselves. Today we would call them advertising firms or something like that, probably, I suppose. Around the inventors of new values, the world revolves. Invisibly it revolves. But around the actors revolve the people and fame. That is the way of the world. The actor has spirit, but little conscience of spirit. Little conscience of the spirit. Always he has faith in that with which he inspires the most faith. Faith in himself. He himself inspires faith in other people, in the crowd and stuff. They believe in him. And he believes in himself. Tomorrow he has a new faith, and the day after tomorrow a newer one. He has quick senses like the people, and capricious moods. To overthrow, that means to him to prove. To drive to frenzy, that means to him to persuade. And blood is to him the best of all reasons. A truth that slips into delicate ears alone he calls a lie and nothing. Verily, he believes only in gods who make a big noise in the world. This is actors, and it seems like he's talking about journalism at the same time almost. They only believe in gods who make a big noise in the world. Full of solemn jesters is the marketplace, and the people pride themselves on their great men, the masters of the hour. But the hour presses them, so they press you. And from you too they want a yes or a no. Alas, do you want to place your chair between pro and con? I'll appreciate an explanation. Do not be jealous of these unconditional, pressing men, you lover of truth. Never yet has truth hung on the arm of the unconditional. On account of these sudden men, go back to your security. It is only in the marketplace that one is assaulted with yes or no. The question. You only get that question when you go to the marketplace. Slow is the experience of all deep wells. Long must they wait before they know what fell into their depth. Something falls into a well and it has to wait a little while before it knows what's falling into it. Far from the marketplace and from fame happens all that is great. Far from the marketplace and from fame, the inventors of new values have always dwelt. So, he says, I'm doing important work and I'm not famous. Flee, my friend, into your solitude. I see you stung all over by poisonous flies. Flee where the air is raw and strong. Flee into your solitude. You have lived too close to the small and the miserable. Flee their invisible revenge. Against you they are nothing but revenge. No longer raise up your arm against them. Numberless are they, and it is not your lot to shoo flies. Ha! Good line right there. Numberless are they. Now somebody mentioned that I shouldn't spend so much time attacking, like I did a 14 video series against Zorio about Immanuel Kant. That's 140 minutes, you know, that's over 2 hours of Immanuel Kant, Cropper on Kant against Zorio. Is Zorio worth the attention? He's just a fly. There's hundreds of these, thousands of them. They are innumerable. Your job is not to swat flies. So somebody raised the question, why do I spend my time so, as it were, swatting innumerable flies? And my retort was, I don't do it to kill the flies. I do it to show other people that it's just a worthless fly. Watch how easy it is to kill. Okay, numberless are these small and miserable creatures, and many a proud building has perished of raindrops and weeds. Right? Just because it's a massive edifice or structure doesn't mean it can't be taken down by time and small causes. like the giant oak tree in Atlas Shrugged. You are no stone, but you have already become hollow from many drops. Uh-oh. You will yet burst from many drops. I see you wearied by poisonous flies, bloody in 100 places, and your pride refuses even to be angry. You're too proud even to be angry about what's going on. Blood is what they want from you, in all innocence. That's kind of eerie or something. They want blood from you and they're innocent. Their bloodless souls crave blood, and so they sting in all innocence. There was a story about the frog who was going to go across the river, and there's a scorpion who wanted to ride, and the frog said, "Sure, jump on my back." And so they go out in the middle of the river, and they're on the way across, and the scorpion stings the frog. So now the frog is dying, and the frog says, "Why did you do that? You're going to kill me, and now you're going to drown in the middle of the river." And the scorpion says, "I'm a scorpion. I sting." So, their bloodless souls they crave, and so they sting in all innocence. But you, deep one, suffer too deeply, even from small wounds. And even before you have healed, the same poisonous worm crawls over your hand. You are too proud to kill these greedy creatures. But beware, lest it become your own downfall that you suffer all their poisonous injustice. You are too proud to kill these greedy creatures. You're too good to even battle them. They hum around you with their praise also. Abstrusiveness is their praise. They want the proximity of your skin and your blood. They flatter you as a god or a devil. They whine before you as before a god or devil. What does it matter? They are flatterers and whiners and nothing more. You know, there are certain people that you need to just say, that doesn't matter. That does not matter. They don't matter. Let it go. Like Peikoff said, he said, if you think that you can get a rational argument that will convince, you know, anybody, you've got a really good rational argument, you'll be able to absolutely convince and completely change whoever you argue because, or maybe you've got this particular person or a particular style of argument you're working on penetrating. He says at some point you've got to just turn around and walk away and just say, okay, if you don't accept reason or you don't accept reality or whatever, you don't accept that you're a conscious being, then that's that. They are flatterers and whiners and nothing more. Often they affect charm, but that has always been the cleverness of cowards. Cowards are good at charming people. Indeed, cowards are clever. They think a lot about you with their petty souls. You always seem problematic to them. Cowards contemplate great men at length because you're problematic to them. Everything that one thinks about a lot becomes problematic. I don't know about that. Newton thought about gravity a lot, but it didn't become problematic for him. They punish you for all your virtues. They forgive you entirely for your mistakes. Dirty, worthless, verminous pieces of crap that would do that. Punish you for your virtues and forgive your mistakes. They don't mind seeing somebody fail or do something wrong or immoral. They quite like that because that lowers the bar for them. They can relax. They can let their belt out a few notches, as it were, and something like that. What they don't like is seeing somebody do something that raises the bar. That pisses them off. They do not forgive that. Because you are gentle and just in disposition, you say, quote, they are guiltless in their small existence, but their petty souls, end quote. So that's what you say. They are guiltless in their small existence. They don't even have any guilt. They're flies, right? But their petty little souls over there, those little verminous flies, think guilt is every great existence. Guilt is every great existence. Okay? That's